Long Bros. I'm going to show you some of the things we've done, and I'm going to continue on. And we put this ceiling in the bathroom that we're remodeling. I'm not going to get into everything because you can go back and look, and I'll be doing some more. But anyway, I'm going to do these pieces right here, stain them and do all the polyurethane. It's going to go right here along this line. We've already done all these and all these in here. Anyway, this is what I'm going to be showing you, and we're going to be continuing on with building this bedroom, and you'll be seeing a lot of that stuff. And right now I'm going to get to it and just finish these pieces up, and I'll let you watch this. So I'm going to set this camera up somewhere, kinda, and walk you through it, I guess. All you do-it-yourselfers. Boop. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, as you can see, these boards have already been cut at an angle. They've been plugged with wood, glue and wood mixed together, and so the angles have been cut. And what these were, you can see the back sides of them. We don't like getting rid of anything on this house. And it was off of a wall, an outside wall, which they put inside. Actually, and I'll show you. This is outside siding, as you can see. But we took it off the outside of the wall, which someone added in this house, so it became an inside of the wall, but it was the hallway. But anyway, we took this wood and we planed it down to the right thickness, and we're using it on our ceiling in the bathroom. So this is what it looked like when we took it off the wall, and I'll show you what it looked like after we planed it down and filled in the wood, the nail holes. See, this is the outside of the siding, and we planed it down and everything, and are using it for the ceiling in the bathroom. So I'm going to sand it for one last smoothness, all the fine material off it, and then I'm going to end up staining it and polyurethaning it. But I'm going to stain it a couple of times. And anyway, just get it ready for the ceiling. So that's all I'm doing, is I'm just going to sand it down. It's already been planed and sanded, but I'm going to give them all a nice little sanding down right now to make it look really nice. See, there's a little bit of glue right there. I'm going to get that off. A little bit of glue. I'll sand that off so it don't show through. I don't need to get it all, just to get a clump off of it. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Going to do all of those that way. Using, this should be 320, it is. Just a little bit of stuff on there. We'll get something. And I'll end up using a tack rag. And always go with the grain. Go with the grain. Don't go across the grain because you'll just stir up a bunch of stuff you don't want. Go with the grain. So this is the last row. Like I said, we've already done all these. See, you can see wood glue mixed with sawdust from this wood. See, that's got a little bit of a darker tint to it, and I think that's just some kind of dust or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, that looks pretty cool on the stain and the polyurethane. And I'll show you how we seal it up there so the water don't get into the wood, which this is outside wood anyway, because it was on the outside wall. I'm not sure what kind of wood it is. It smells real nice. You just got to get them all. Not a big deal. See the holes, nail holes. So that's a nail hole. See, nail hole, nail hole, nail hole. Will look pretty cool on the ceiling. And it doesn't lay perfect, but we like that. We like how it's not perfect. Gives it a little character. Because this is salvaged wood. This house was probably put up in the 30s. So all this wood that we're using is refurbished, salvaged wood off of this house or a shed we have it in the back that we tore down and we redid all the wood. I got some, from that I got some wood that is close to 3 foot wide boards that was on that building out there in the back that we tore down. Pretty cool. We're going to do something with that on the inside of this house. Anyway, all these things will come together. A lot of work, a lot of time. We're in no big rush. If I was, I'd just hire it down, I guess. Let me get a sliver if I keep just talking. Instead of paying attention. I'm mostly doing this. It's already been sanded and sanded and sanded. Planed with the planer that we got. It's a DeWalt planer. Pretty cool. Everybody likes a planer. Alright, that's that part. Got that pretty clean. Just some sandpaper. Now, I'll take this brush and I'll clean out get all the dust particles that I can. Not going to get away from it. Clean these off best I can. Then you got to set them because I'm going to stain them, so I'll be painting them here in a minute. Painting them, staining them with the brush. So I'm just going to get a little bit off. Get all the, I've already done that a little bit. If you've watched our videos and you see what we did to the bus, our 1952 GMC Detroit diesel engine and all the inside work we did, or all the wood work we did on the inside, which is actually the beginning of what we're going to be doing. All that's been stained. So, anyway, this is what the polyurethane satin interior. That's what I've been using. Years and years, and it works really well. You just gotta spray it really nice. That may be the trick for some people. But I had my own paint shop, body shop for years. But anyway, that's that. Just put this brush over here on the flow. I'll be using a different brush. I don't know if I'll use this can because it's been sitting around a long time. I've got a new can that I'll probably use. Just make sure it's all. This actually works. See, my stain is water based, so it ain't got a little water on the. A little water on this stuff is not going to hurt a thing. Yeah, it works pretty good. Me running my hand across it. And you can feel any imperfections too. I'm really not that worried about it up there on the ceiling. I don't know if you can hear me, but a little dusty. But I already cleaned it off, didn't I, with the brush. Anyway. Yeah, that's pretty clean. There's some. See that? A little bit. This is what I'm using. This was quite a while ago. I used this can, but this is Stain+Poly. I don't know if you can read that. Stain+Poly, and it's we chose the traditional cherry on the semi-gloss on the ceiling of this bathroom. We chose in that bedroom that's going to be over. We chose the what was that? Summer oak. Summer oak for Mom's bedroom. See? And it's water based. It's not oil. Works. I like working with it. You can clean everything with water, and it works fine. So anyway, here's how you stir this. You do not put it on a shaker. You don't shake it. You just kind of roll it, and then I'll take a stir stick and I'll make sure it's all done. So you don't want to get bubbles in it. So you just kind of roll it. If that makes any sense. Because it'll hold in the bottom. I mean, it'll stand in the bottom if you don't get it moved around. So this is how I do it. So I'm going to get a stir stick. a stir stick. See, a stir stick. And I'm gonna open this. Okay, this is why screwdrivers in here. Now I've already done this, moved it around. You don't want any bubbles, so you don't shake it. So now I'm going to open it. Should be fine, but I'm going to stir it up a little. I already ran it underwater. Maybe there's some hair right there or something. So that would get in your final product, hair. So stir it gently. Don't get any bubbles. Come here and shine down in there because you don't want bubbles. Because then that would get in your stain. Shine down in there. See, no bubbles. That's going to look nice. And that will work nice too. But if you keep them clean, you can keep them clean and don't have to go buy 50 different brushes. I used it on that door. That door was an inch thick with old paint since the 1930s. Wouldn't mind. Yep. Get the water off of it. Because I'll be using it pretty soon. You can use these things a million times if you do it right. Okay. Now, I got me a tack rag. Tack cloth. And I'm going to get all the hair or any lint or any dust. Now I've used these a million times also, but you can fold them over, and again, these things have been used a lot. They're tacky. So I'm going to use that again because I didn't want nothing getting in my paint. In my paint job. This isn't as critical because it's going on the ceiling and you can't see it very well, but it's pretty good. Really, this is not, you can see it hanging up there. Go crossways. The hand works really good too. Hanging over it like I am, could get stuff over it too. See? Got a little bit on it. Now we did all that. How we planed it down and how we sanded it. Mike sanded it and cut these with the saw. Cut the angles. You see that? So they all fit together like this. And they'll all just fit together, see? Come here close. Filled in the wood holes, or the nail holes. A lot of work Mike did. This is from wood glue. Show the wood glue. Wasn't it down there? Yeah, wood glue. Show them that. And then we use sawdust. Come here, show me this. We have sawdust from the planer and just cutting wood. Mostly from the planer, right? Oh, that was from sanding with the
Yeah, with
the sand. Where's that at? Where's that?
Oh, it's probably in the garage.
Oh, it probably is, yeah.
No, it's right there.
Yeah. This one right there. There it is. Anyway, we made our own wood glue. Well, we didn't make our own wood glue. We made our own wood glue and sawdust. I can get the edges of these. I want to get the edges of them because it is going in a bathroom. So there's water everywhere. Steam and everything. So I'll go to that side too. I don't like that. That'll be alright. Okay. Now we're ready to do some staining. My stain has already been shaken lightly and then stirred lightly. I don't want to knock it out. These are pretty light pieces. Now, we put 2 coats on this, and then you wanted it thicker in some areas to have it show a little different. Now you go with the wood grain, kids. Trust me on that. Now you can put it on pretty thick because you're going to wipe it off. Well, you're not going to wipe it off, you're just going to spread it out. Plus, I want to get the edges because they're also going to be getting wet. So I'll put it on there pretty thick because Mike wants it dark. Get on the edges, underneath. Now I got to get this side. And that's where I get my brush dirty on the table. I've cleaned the table off, but it can be dangerous. Now to go the edges, you want to go over the top of the edge. Go with the wood grain and even see what the wood grain's doing. Now see, I'm going to go lightly and then I'm going to pull it slowly. Hit the wall. See that? You don't want to build up. Now I don't care. You can see the darker in there because Mike wants to show a little highlights and everything. So we'll make a little. We'll make our own design on it, kind of. So not every piece is the same. That's what Mike wanted, right? Right, Mike?
Right.
I'll put this down right here. I think it'll be easier for me to lift that up a little bit, get those edges. See, I want to get underneath too, because we don't want no water. And we'll show you how we're doing that also. So I got to do a little more with this stuff. I want to get the edges to seal it, because this is Stain+Poly. So people really usually just put this stuff on there, but we do both. We spray it too. We do both because we want to coat this stuff. Right, Mike?
Right, Steve.
So now we got this to worry about the edges. That's where you get a buildup if you're not careful. See that? And it also seems like after you've done it, it builds up, coagulates, stacks up on you. This will be, we have something to go there. That's going to be covered with sealant, a sealer that we have to hold everything together. So you'll see that later too. So I'll just get that. Nobody's going to see that. See, that's wood that's not quite. So you can see like wood grain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mike's making it a little tricky on me, but we can do it. Getting all these edges, that's very important. Seals that wood. This is obviously outside wood because it was on the outside of the house siding. You gotta let it dry for a while, especially as cold as it is back here, but I like it. Go with the grain. Very important. See, now it's built up on the edge there because it is. We'll be putting another coat on it, and plus we'll be sanding it again. Okay, kids. That'll dry pretty fast. That's an end piece. Lay it on. Lay it on thick. It's okay. Spread it out. Mike don't want all these pieces the same anyway. So we will. Fun with it. These smaller pieces are harder than the big ones.
It's because I ran out of wood.
Well, you have a small piece there. That has
You
nothing.
mean narrow?
Yeah, narrow. That's all I was talking about. Let's see here. Just gotta smooth that out a bit. Go straight down. That must have been a short one then.
Okay, party on.
All right. Or you could go get. Nah, that's all right. All right. Continue on, Garth. Oh, that's not necessary to do that one, but this one I feel better about doing this side, the big side. Sealing the wood so it don't get water in there. Okay, we're almost done then with this one. With this part. Then we'll sand it lightly, and then we will put another coat on it. And then after we do that, we'll sand it again, because this wood will get little like feathers up in it. You know, it'll be little wood grain things coming up, whatever you want to call it. Now we can do this one a little lighter if you want, then you'll have your contrasts. Light as a feather. Light as a feather. See that? What is that? Something off the brush, wasn't it? Something came off. Worm. That's why you have to sand them, and you gotta really be careful. Okay, now cleaning. Cleaning your tools. Put this back on there. Keep it sealed. Turn the water on. Let it run here for a second. I'm gonna go get some soap.
There's some hand soap right there.
Not hand soap, no, the dish soap. And I can clean my gloves and I can use them again too. Seriously. I'll leave that running for a second. Oh, no, you can't pump it. Okay. Yeah, I only used one of the. I had a glove hanging over that. I don't know where the other one went, but I used this one of the gloves from about a year ago, whatever that was. Last working on this. And this stick I've been using forever. And this brush I've been using forever.
So you and Adam and Eve
Yeah, we were
have been using that brush.
Yeah, that's right. It's all clean. What are you doing, Al? You're
the hairiest dog
shit.
around.
Oh, and she shakes.
Ow.
If there's anything in it, it's your fault. Ow. Here, look. You gotta shake these brushes up. Pretty good. Pretty good, Parker. Pretty good. Then I'll be able to use this stick again, too. So, I'll put it back in this again, even though I'm going to use it in about another hour or so. Okay, done for now. Come on, Al, let's get out of here before we shed on everything. That's a little contrast. Come on, kids.
There's our planer. It's a DeWalt planer. It's got a lot of stuff on it. I'll be using that soon. Did the French doors.
That's very time consuming, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the avocado
forever.
plants. Made those from seeds. And this plant here I've had for about 30 years or so. I found this sign at the store and I found out that plant was a spat the field the puppy people problem.
You started another one?
What?
Video.
No.
Want that on that?
We can splice it out of there. Good night.